Welcome back here inside Turner Rec Center in Kansas City, Kansas. It's Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports.
Yeah, it is.
You saw it there, Jeremy Wyatt getting the relationship building up there with Kwong. They had a nice tag performance last week, and this weekend, Chris, Jeremy Wyatt, solo action against Rob Ryzin.
What can I say? It's a long time coming that Girthy and Kwong actually did something positive, because Jeremy Wyatt was getting pretty thin-skinned about what was going on in the ring. So finally, the Girthy management group back on the same page. You saw it, Wyatt asking these two to come on out with him tonight. So, I don't know. I'm pretty happy that this family, the first family of Metro Pro Wrestling, is back together on the same page.
I think you spent some time backstage. Is Kwong's English getting any better? Doesn't look like he still has much to say.
Well, he still doesn't know how to say head fella in charge, Girthy, so, you know, he's still got some things to work on. But you know what? He's from the Orient. He's mysterious. I like the fact he doesn't know English.
Girthy apparently taking some abuse backstage, and he's changed out the belt buckle, at least covered it up. I guess a good move there.
Right up, you mouth-breathing jackasses. Sit down now!
What a jerk.
Preach on, brother.
Now, contrary to what some of you may think, the Girthy Management Group is alive and well.
Getting the fans here at Turner Rec Center riled up.
Now, it occurs to me that some of you do not respect my position as the CEO of Girthy Management Group.
That includes you, Dave.
Don't respect
And I've been thinking it over for the last few weeks. Why do these people give me no respect?
You're an ass.
And it's because you're jealous of me.
That's it. He hit it. That is the reason why.
I want you to look at this fat little kid down here.
Come on.
You look at this worthless, mouth-breathing, fat little kid. Look at him shuffle. Look at him shuffle.
This guy is a jerk, Chris.
Look at the kid. That's funny.
He's iconic of every one of you.
Girthy should look in the
You
mirror
are
a little
all
bit.
failures in life. Look at you. You have all given up. How does it make you feel to know that your welfare is running out in 3 weeks? What are you going to do then? How are you going to charge your questionable websites then?
Boy, really getting in the holiday spirit here.
I am a winner. When I fail, I get right back up and I learn from my mistakes. You people have been beaten down by life and have nothing. Nothing!
God, truer words haven't been spoken
So
here.
when you boo me, you boo everything you ever wished you could be. Every one of you can go to hell.
I think, yeah, I can see why you can't figure out why people aren't cheering for him.
This man should have a microphone the entire show each week. This is great.
Nonetheless,
Why is the photographer giving Wyatt trouble?
Glad that crap's over with. We don't have to hear from Stephen J. Girthy anymore. Now Rob Ryzin, fans will have even more reason to cheer for him now. He's making his way out with the perfect 10.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Rob Ryzin, we've seen her before with the miracle that is Tony, but here comes Rob Ryzin from Denver, Colorado, known as the Denver Daredevil. He's out here with the perfect 10, but you know what? We saw it. Girthy, Wyatt, Kwong, Girthy said it. They're all on the same page, and there's nothing stopping the Girthy Management Group, especially not this moron. This idiot has no chance. Look at him coming out dressed this way. He's not even in wrestling attire.
Nice
And he
kiss there.
kissed the mannequin.
Rob Ryzin definitely is going to have the crowd in his corner, and I think that would have been said anyway. The lovely perfect 10 there by his side, but they're going to be in his corner big time after those insulting comments by the big jerk there, Stephen J. Girthy.
Well, Stephen J. Girthy, again, he's always thinking about what to do with the Girthy Management Group, always thinking what to do, how to make it better. And of course, he brought in Kwong. Now they're on the same page, so we'll see what happens in the next chapter of Girthy Management Group. But I can guarantee you Rob Ryzin's not going to be any part of it anytime soon.
Looking forward to this match, and hopefully, in my eyes, I'd love to see Ryzin pull the upset. Jeremy Wyatt, though, one of the top performers here in Metro Pro, and a couple guys at ringside with him in Kwong and Girthy. If history's any indication, likely to get involved in this match.
Yeah, we have seen that in the past a little bit, and we'll see if that happens this time. Hey, Dave,
Just once or twice?
Manager and associates are at ringside, so if if people fall into them, it's not their fault that they get involved.
Okay, well, we'll see how that plays out. And
let me just ask you this. If you were wanting to win a match, would you want to have Girthy and Kwong in your corner, or you want to have some girl in fishnet in your corner that's not going to do anything to help at all physically?
Well, am I single or married in this scenario?
It doesn't really matter. We're talking about getting a win in professional wrestling.
I'd like to
Get
win.
Your mind out of the gun.
I'd like to win fair and square, Chris, with a lovely lady in my corner, with no help from anyone.
Typical response. There you go. No one shakes hands in Metro Pro Wrestling.
Definitely not the jerks like Jeremy Wyatt, as he was not showing any good sportsmanship there, and he's in control here early on. But now Ryzin throwing him off the ropes, but Wyatt with a big shoulder, but misses the elbow drop.
Drop kick by Rob Ryzin there, and Rob, a high flyer, known as the Denver Daredevil again. So of course he's got some big moves in his arsenal, including a Swanton Bomb as his finisher. Hopefully Jeremy Wyatt won't see that today, but breaking into an armbar here on Jeremy Wyatt.
And one of the few times anybody from Denver would be a fan favorite here in Kansas City, but we're definitely seeing it here tonight.
Dave, me and you are actually on the same page there. Denver people usually are horrible, and in this case is still the truth.
Oh, I thought we were on the same page.
Well, just your statement, not about Rob Ryzin.
Ryzin with a big body slam down to the mat. Now going for a pin, but not even a 1 count. A bit too early on that effort.
Gonna have to actually hold the leg, I think, of Jeremy Wyatt. That's a pretty lazy cover.
He got distracted by the lovely perfect 10 there at ringside. Now dishing out the punishment. Punches to the side. Oh, and an insulting, of course, by Stephen J. Girthy. You'd expect nothing less.
You know, at the very least, at least you get some nice one-liners from Girthy. I don't think Perfect 10's smart enough to even come up with one.
I touched about it a little bit earlier on, but I don't know if Girthy's in a position to be ripping on the physique of anyone at ringside. Nonetheless, Rob Ryzin, big shoulder block into the midsection, and then another right to the gut of Jeremy Wyatt.
Why are you even talking about that? Girthy said, I think your valet punches harder. How does that say anything about someone else's physique?
Hey, he was talking about a kid at ringside earlier. I don't like that stuff.
You're referring back to that now. Okay. Well, anyway, Jeremy Wyatt needs to get back on the right page here. Rob Ryzin now, Irish whip on Wyatt. Come on, Wyatt.
Oh, big spinning drop kick to the head. Maybe some blood out of the mouth of Jeremy Wyatt, and again a pinfall, but only a 1 count.
Well, looks like Wyatt took one hard way in the face there, because it looks like he might have a little blood trickling out of that mouth. And you know what? The receipt's not going to be very good for Rob Ryzin, because Jeremy Wyatt doesn't take lightly to being hit in the face like that.
Maybe Stephen J. Girthy or Kwong get kissed and make it better, but now I guess Jeremy Wyatt doesn't need that.
We don't need your
slamming
comments.
the head of Rob Ryzin into the turnbuckle, and then a big flare chop, as you would say.
Knife edge chop, flare chop, same thing. Wyatt's the best in Metro Pro at handing those out. And here he goes. Into the corner goes Rob.
Nice elusive move, though. Rob Ryzin, you see the quickness now. Over the top rope and catches him coming in with a big elbow. What a move off the middle rope. Going for the pin here. 1, 2, just the 2 count.
Little planche off the middle rope there. Nice cover, nice attempt by Rob, but Wyatt, the wily veteran, kicking out.
Ryzin in control of the moment here. The second match of the night here on Metro Pro, but put his head down too early there.
Spinning neck breaker on Rob Ryzin. One of just many pieces of the arsenal of Jeremy Wyatt. And he keeps going to his mouth. He is going to be really ticked off. You start bringing blood out of Jeremy Wyatt's body, you're going to pay, buddy, and that's why you're going outside. Now you're going to inflict some pain on the wood floor. Yeah,
Perfect 10 trying to stop Jeremy Wyatt, but not really able to get in the way. Now Wyatt, what's he doing wasting his time on that mannequin?
He's knocking him out. He probably made a face at him or something. You see his glasses? He looks stupid.
Throwing Ryzin back into the ring. Reminder, a handicap match coming up later in the main event. The Cancun Kid and Ethan Wright taking on Steve Fender solo, and a big over-the-top rope, a big boot to the chest there by Jeremy Wyatt.
Nice
move
move
by
by
main
Wyatt.
event, though, Chris.
It should be. You know, Steve Fender's a dang good wrestler. You know, we talked about him many times, but it's very unfair. A handicap match against Cancun Kid and Ethan Wright in the main event this week on Metro Pro Wrestling. Trevor Murdoch, as Metro Pro Television Champion, decided he didn't want to be here today, which is his prerogative. But you know what? It's really sort of screwing his partner, Steve Fender, now.
Oh, man, the back of Rob Ryzin and the back of the head just crashing down to the middle of the ring. Now this could be it. Just a 2 count, though, by Wyatt.
Well, Wyatt really going to work on Rob Ryzin now, raking his neck across that bottom rope there.
But that's a good
Girthy's
picture.
there.
Photographer ringside getting a great close-up shot of Rob Ryzin just getting abused.
There we go.
Oh, and he fell into him, right, Chris?
Do I see Perfect 10 doing anything like that? No.
Ah, Girthy, another cheap shot. We come to expect it, choking out Ryzin, then punching him in the head.
That is the kind of service you get as part of a member of the Girthy Management Group. Just some good stuff right there. Into a chin lock now by Jeremy Wyatt in the middle of the ring. And Rob Ryzin, who's taking some punishment now getting choked out. Just getting worn out by Jeremy Wyatt.
Stephen J. Girthy certainly helping with that. The referee distracted and Girthy able to dish out even more abuse illegally. Nonetheless, it is Jeremy Wyatt in complete control right now. Ryzin trying to fight his way out of this headlock.
Let's get something straight, Dave. Nothing is illegal unless you get caught.
I don't know if that's true. And again, pulling in the tights, another illegal move, and a big suplex there onto the back. This could be it for Rob Ryzin, but only a 2 count.
Come on, count, man.
Jeremy Wyatt.
The referee's fault.
It is.
Count fast enough.
He's from Iowa. Can't count the 3.
That was the Beltonians. Nonetheless, it's talking trash, and you wonder if Jeremy Wyatt's getting a little distracted by Perfect 10 at ringside, but doesn't look like it at the moment.
Suplex.
Only a 2 count, but Wyatt's start getting in some conversations with a Perfect 10. I think he needs to focus on the action in the ring.
Well, I'm sure the Perfect 10's used to conversations. People may be paying her on some kind of 1-900 line or something. But
Excuse me.
Back to the chin lock we go. Jeremy Wyatt on Rob Ryzin. Another wear down move here. Rob Ryzin hasn't shown any sign of life for a long time now. That's a good point.
He doesn't want the fans getting involved in the match because he knows that's not going to help his boy Jeremy Wyatt, and Rob Ryzin is responding, trying to fight his way out of this hole.
We're using the double axe handle to try to break out of it, but here we go again. No, suplex attempt, but turned around by Ryzin. Clothesline ducked under, and what's this? A Hurricane Rana by Rob Ryzin.
Wow, what a move by Ryzin.
And another Hurricane Rana.
After taking a lot of abuse, 2 high-flying moves in a row. Can Ryzin finish it off here? Punch to the head on Jeremy Wyatt.
Come on, Jeremy.
Ryzin not moving around that well. What's he have left in the tank? There, flying clothesline into the corner.
Now Wyatt's shaky now. Legs are looking a little like spaghetti. Come on.
What's he going for here, Chris?
Got a modified move there. I've never seen that before.
He thinks it's over. Thinks it's over. He's going for the pin. He does hook the leg this time. 2 and almost a 3 count. Now Girthy was going to get involved.
Slapper.
There, the Perfect 10 finally does get in the way.
Get her out of the match. You know what? The move that Rob Ryzin did on Jeremy Wyatt there didn't get the full impact, so I think that's probably maybe a finisher by Ryzin usually, but just didn't work tonight because Wyatt didn't feel the full effect, but he did feel the full effect of that. DDT by Rob Ryzin.
Rob Ryzin, he may be looking for the true finisher this time. It looks like he's going to make his way up to the top rope.
Wyatt, you better be playing possum, buddy, because this is possibly going to end the match.
See if there's any help from the outside, but none at the moment. And there, got the legs up, knees to the head of Rob Ryzin.
I think it hurt the shit of Jeremy Wyatt. That's what I'm worried about. Who cares about Rob Ryzin's head? His shin's hurt. Rob Ryzin, though, he's got to be in some major pain. Look at that. Backbreaker on the knee. Into a neck breaker right there by Jeremy Wyatt.
Wow, this could be it here, Chris.
Here we go.
Hooking both legs. I thought he was actually going to have it, and great heart and determination shown by Rob Ryzin, kicking out after back-to-back devastating moves.
I cannot believe Rob Ryzin kicked out of that. I guess I have to give a little props to him. Oh, we call for the lightning spiral now. Rob
Ryzin able to avoid it.
And what is this? Oh my gosh, face plant right there in the middle of the ring.
Now Girthy getting up. I think he senses trouble. Ryzin distracted by the business at hand.
I think he dropped his wallet in the ring. I think that's why he's up on the apron.
I don't think that's the case. And finally getting down, but watch out, watch your back, Rob Ryzin.
Maybe you should pay
attention. Make his way back up.
Maybe you should pay attention to Jeremy Wyatt. Here we go. Lightning spiral on Rob Ryzin. The back of his neck just snapped.
That's got to be it. He missed it the first time. He connected there, and that's the match. And give credit, that was a pretty even match most of the way through, and Stephen J. Girthy, I think, ended up being the difference. His interference gave Wyatt a chance to recover and hit the finishing move.
All the reason to be part of the Girthy Management Group.